Sheikh Mohammed is a horrible guy. Besides the obvious fact, because he's tied in with this, let me tell you something about this guy.
Did he kill that reporter?
No, that's not him. This Sheikh Mohammed, he has multiple wives, okay?
Right.
And that is the opposite of the nuclear family, which is one man, one woman, one wife, and kids.
Right.
He has multiple wives,
right.
polygamy,
right.
Maybe even polyamorous activity. So right there, he's the exact opposite of the Judeo-Christian standard.
Right.
Okay. He kidnapped his daughter. Okay. That's a long story. Hold on. This is the guy that they're praising and who's one of the primary engine behind this World Economic Forum. Okay. The Illuminati. Another daughter accused him of abuse and of murdering numerous people and said that he was responsible for the murder of one of his daughter-in-laws. Because, see, this man is about control.
Right.
Okay? And if he can't control you, you're not going to conform, it's better to dispose of you. He's making that obvious.
Right.
Also, Princess Haya, which was one of his wives, she escaped from him. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
She got out of there. And she was a victim of a forced arranged marriage. She didn't want to be married to this guy, but she was forced into it. Okay?
Right.
And that's why she escaped. That's why she got out of there.
Right.
This is the Sheikh Mohammed who's behind all this so-called wonderfulness.
Right.
This so-called World Economic Forum wonderfulness. This whole new global agenda. Okay?
Right.
He also was involved in a child camel jockey scandal. You know they race camels over there, right? Like we race thoroughbreds.
Right.
Well, let me tell you what he was involved in. They were abducting kids from Pakistan, non-Arabs. He's an Arab, non-Arab. He made sure that he didn't abduct Arab kids.
Right.
Pakistan, Sudan, black.
Right.
Mauritania, black.
Right.
But Arabs controlled Mauritania.
Right.
So it was easy for him to get them black kids as slaves out of Mauritania because blacks in Mauritania are under the thumb
right.
of the Arabs that control the country and oppress the blacks.
Right.
This is a country in Africa,
right.
just like the Sudan.
Right.
And Bangladesh, once again, non-Arab.
Right.
So we see his racism, the Sheikh, Mohammed,
right.
who Klaus Schwab is continuously praising.
Right.
We see his racism towards blacks, Africans, and these other non-Arab peoples.
People of color.
He deems them to be worthy of what? Slavery,
right.
abduction and slavery.
Right.
Black people in America cry that we were abducted and enslaved.
Right.
Yet they vote Democrat, and the Democrat Party is the American political wing of Klaus Schwab, the Economic Forum, World Economic Forum, and Sheikh Mohammed.
Right.
You see the contradiction?
Right.
Hold on. You know that they practice pedophilia. Those Arabs over there.
Right.
Now they hang homosexuals. Right. They throw them off of buildings, right. And they do all these horrible things to homosexuals. Right. And I'm against homosexuality, but I'm not in favor of killing them. That's insane.
Right.
So we know that the Arabs and the Sheikh type and all those people over there in the Middle East, they believe in killing these homosexuals, and they do it every day. Right. But they're the economic engine, the primary economic engine behind this World Economic Forum. Right. They're more than just the economic engine, but I'm just making that clear. Right. And we understand that the Democrat Party, who the homosexuals and the blacks vote for, is an extension of Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum, and the Sheikh Mohammed and their whole global agenda thing.
Right.
You see the contradiction?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, they're voting for their eventual own destruction.
Right.
Okay, hold on. But see, I'm a fool. I'm crazy. Don't nobody want to listen to me. My own family and friends. Then here's the thing, Mike. If your friend comes to you and tells you something, you're definitely going to take it into account because you respect what he's saying. It's your friend. Well, if he's saying this, at the very least, I got to look into this. At the very least, I got to hear him out. Because he wouldn't be telling me something that's going to work against me. He's my friend. Okay?
Right.
But these black people love to be in your face talking about brother this, brother that. Hold on. Which is another way of saying friend. But when you want to tell them something important like this, that unfortunately for them goes against what they've been told, what they've been lied to about, they don't want to hear you. They reject you. They'll even become belligerent and angry with you, and oftentimes they're even willing to hurt you.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But these are the same people, brother. That's the reason why I don't like that brother shit.
Right.
Because they're full of shit.
Right.
But you'll turn on CNN and MSNBC and you'll listen to the white liberals on there telling you everything that they want to tell you. And then when I see you and I tell you the opposite thing, you ready to go to blows with me.
Right.
And then check this out. But I'm your brother, remember? So that's the reason why I say all that brother stuff is fraudulent. They're full of shit.
Right.
So when I hear them say it casually in the streets, I hate that. Because I know they don't know what a brother is.
Right.
They don't even know how to be a brother.
Right.
Okay? And furthermore, you can't be my brother because you have melanin.
Right.
You can be my biological brother, or you have to be my brother in Christ.
Right.
Only real brothers.
Right.
Now, if they are abducting thousands of kids into slavery, and these kids, this is Sheikh Mohammed and his boys, and the World Economic Forum, they're all together, and they are enslaving these kids and forcing them to be child jockeys, and we know that they practice pedophilia, then it's super safe to say that they're using these kids for something more than just riding on the back of a damn camel. I'm telling you that they're riding on the backs of these boys,
Right.
quite literally,
Right.
because we know that they practice pedophilia, and our American soldiers in the Middle East, we already knew it, but they've seen it.
Right.
They've detailed it. And they've come back home talking about how they will kill homosexuals and at the same time screw boys
Right.
and little girls.
Right.
And then you hear, let's talk black again. They love to talk about the Arab guys as their Arab brother. That's your brother? Screwing little boys and little girls? Let me tell you something, man. Before I turn this page, I just need to reiterate for anybody black that might watch this, but this goes for everybody. Remember, you pro-black people, you pro-black and you talk about the atrocities of slavery, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But you supporting this directly and indirectly. Okay, let's cover it both.
Right.
You supporting the abduction and slavery of little black boys and girls from Mauritania. And I've met plenty of people from Mauritania. I know about Mauritania and what's going on there. And little black boys and girls, boys from Sudan. So the Sheikh and his people, who are behind the World Economic Forum and behind Klaus Schwab and behind the American Democrat Party, have the blood and the behinds of these little boys, African black boys, stained on them. And y'all still support the American Democrat Party, which is an extension of these demonic pedophile devils. The problem here, Mike, is black people don't like to pull back the layers. They don't want to go deep.
No.
Because they're afraid of what might be revealed. Okay, because they're afraid of having to admit that they were wrong, that mama and daddy were wrong, and that grandma and grandpa were wrong. And if they have to admit that they're wrong, what they ultimately have to admit that they were very racist, because they have the position that they have because they are racist towards whites, in particular, white conservatives. Okay, that's what So we're going to now it's going to go to another level right here. Oh, let me mention this: the Sheikh that we're talking about, that he kept mentioning, Klaus Schwab kept mentioning.
Right.
He also owns horse stables in Versailles, Kentucky, right down the road, Lexington. He's very heavy into the thoroughbred horse industry. And he was caught in a steroid scandal, cheating, injecting the horses.
Right.
Now, I just laid out all this stuff about the Sheikh. It's obvious that he's a horrible dude. But they give him legitimacy. Klaus Schwab, the Democrats, the World Economic Forum, which is the Illuminati. They're pulling the strings. The Sheikh is.
Right.
He's pulling the strings all the way here in America.
Right.
Through the Democrat Party. He's pushing this agenda. Now, the homosexuals are running out there with their pink tutus on. Okay? Vote Democrat, 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 that, Democrat, that. Okay?
Right.
At the end of the day, these are the same people that are killing them in the Middle East.
Right.
So if they get this global control that they're looking for, are they going to stop exterminating them?
Nope.
Okay. So they're voting for their own death and destruction.
Exactly.
Just like the Negroes.
Exactly.
Just like the Browns.
Exactly.
Okay.